It's Week 7 of the 2022 season, and we'll see the veteran Julio Jones. There were no answers for him a week ago, going well over 100 yards with several stops in the end zone. It's the Colts and the Titans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
A former volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 2nd and 12, Brady, and incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Well, now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Deontay Hardy back deep. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the former NFL MVP, already a 2-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the tackle, defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Hardy.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Jackson. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Josie Jewell. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good game on 1st down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Brady now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, he's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on third down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
And that will make it 6-0.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson from the shotgun. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville.
On second down, Cook. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Finding Williams once more, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The Titans at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Hardman.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
From the 39, Jackson. Thomas has got it. Complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
It was the second straight season of 9 sacks for Brian Burns, who continues to ascend as one of the league's best young pass rushers.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing now is Brady. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. On the return, Hardy. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of a short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6-0 our score after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
They run again on first down, Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, Jackson. It targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now it's Jackson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
White diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown.
And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was finished off with a touchdown run by Zamir White.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Phillips. He's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears run that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. Well, they've won a few in the years following.
Caught on the right side by Jones. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
37 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy? For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to find Gallup here complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady and Beasley with it over the middle.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Brady going to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10. Brady. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw here into the hands of Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? And he's trying to have the same type of a game in this one. But what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why he was open during that game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Brady again.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Play action. It's Jackson. Finding Williams once more. Complete.
And he will have the Titans first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And Jackson throwing once more. He's got him in. Complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 33 yards that time.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. Deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time to see if they can march this down the field, at least take
5. He'll look to throw first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady.
He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Brady now on first down.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. And meanwhile, for the Titans, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
From the 6. Not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And some space here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
Meanwhile, Jackson throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Cook up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Jackson over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Fourth down, here's Jackson. This is caught, it's Hardy. And he's taken down inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half, now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Left side, Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, they'll run with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Jackson looking to throw on third. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And it's a Titans touchdown.
Deontay Hardy
from 4 yards out.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Throwing the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Throwing is Brady on third down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rashad Bateman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts get a bit closer. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, look at Thomas, wide open. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll try the middle with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
On second down, it's Cook again.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Jackson. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. To the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on fourth down to create a first down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
And what a catch. It was close, perilously close to a turnover on downs, but picked up the first.
How about him getting his feet down, though? That's footwork.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Jackson now.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Jones has it.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Brady now on 1st down.
There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Now Brady. And Jones has it over the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Down to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Brady now to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll get the lead down to 5.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught left side by Hardman.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you've got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Escaping, and now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Frank Reich not so sure about that last call. He's going to go ahead and throw out the challenge flag. The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So Frank Reich had it right as his guys win the challenge.
A 10th carry for Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Caught by Jones. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to 4th down. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Out come the Titans now.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now it's Jackson.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, this is the type of game where Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got to run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Williams.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 3rd down, Jackson. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Setting up the screen for Cook.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
They'll go up the middle with White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On second and goal, Jackson being chased out left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Max Williams from 4 yards out.
And the Titans are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point by Cyber, up and good. And gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Following the touchdown, here's Cyber now to kick it off.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On first down, Brady. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, it's Brady. That's caught once again by Gallup. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From midfield, here's Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Brady's throw here pulled in by Beasley.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Brady. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady got his man there, complete to Gallup.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brady again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Brady. Steps away to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And now we know all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Jackson to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Titans go victory formation.
Was. What an atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened to them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Tennessee, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.